The true reality of life is not what it seems to our limited perception. What we see with our eye is only a small fraction of what truly exists in the universe. In fact, the entire material world we experience is made up of energy, vibrating at different frequency. At its core, everything in existing, our body, the tree, the mountain, the air we breathe in, is energy. This energy is not static, but constantly in motion, vibrating at varying rates. The atoms that make up all matters are themselves mostly empty space, constantly moving and oscillating at certain frequency. When we break down our experience of the physical world, we realize that we are perceiving as solid objects are actually waves of energy vibrating at different rates. This is the fundamental truth of the universe. Everything, every particle, every atom, and every form of life is energy. And energy exists in an infinite array of frequency. Even the thought in your mind, the emotions in your heart, the feeling you experience are all forms of energy vibrating at different frequency. So what does all this mean for our understanding of reality? It means that everything is in the state of flux. There is no such thing as solid matter. Matter is energy in its densest form vibrating at a low frequency. When we understand this, we begin to see our world around us is not a static, fixed identity. Instead, it is an ongoing, dynamic, interactive dance of energy. Everything we see, we touch, and experience is a manifestation of this energy vibrating and interacting in specific ways. Our human experience is essentially a translation of the vibrational frequency in the universe. The sensation we have, the taste, sound, smell, sight, and feeling are not direct reflections of the physical world, but rather the interpretations of the frequency we are attuned to. Our brain, in collaboration with our sensory system, translate this frequency into what we experience as reality. It's like a radio tuning into a specific frequency. When we tune into a certain frequency, we hear a particular station. Likewise, when we tune into a specific vibrational frequency, we experience the world in a certain way. The key here is that our perception, experience, and even our belief about the world are shaped by the frequency to which we are attuned to. This means that when we change our frequency, we shift how we perceive reality. If we are attuned to lower frequency, such as fear, doubt, or negative, we will experience a reality that aligns with those frequencies. The world may appear harsh, limited, or out of our control. But when we raise our frequency by choosing thought of love, gratitude, and possibility, the world begins to reflect the new vibrational state. We begin to see beauty, abundance, and opportunities that were previously hidden from our sight. What's even more powerful is that our frequency doesn't just influence how we perceive the world, it also affects how we interact with it. As we raise our vibrational state, we begin to emit a different energy into the world around us. This energy ripple out into the quantum field, influencing everything in our environment. Our frequency becomes a signal that interact with other frequency, creating synchronicities, attracting opportunities, and drawing in people who resonate with that higher vibration. In other words, as we raise our frequency, we begin to shape the reality around us. The quantum field, which is the underlying matrix of all creation, is full of infinite potential. It contains all possibilities, everything that could ever happen, every timeline, every outcome. The key is that we are the one who choose which potential to activate. Our thought and emotions, which are form of energy, interact with the quantum field and collapse into a specific realities. When we consciously raise our frequency, we begin to interact with the higher potential, unlocking new opportunities for growth, healing, and transformation. This is why understanding that everything is frequency is so powerful. When you know that you are not bound by the limitations of the physical matter, but instead you are a dynamic being of energy, you understand that you can change your reality at any moment. It is not about trying to control the world outside you. It is all about mastering your energy within you. As you shift your inner frequency, the world around you shifts in response. And in this way, the universe becomes a vast and harmonious symphony of frequency, all interconnected and interdependent. We are all part of this grand design, playing our unique role in the cosmic dance of creation. Your thought and emotions are far more than mere reactions to the external events. They are powerful source of energy, each emitting unique frequency that interact with the world around you. The mind is not just the processor of information. It is a transmitter and receiver of energy. Each thought you think, each emotion you feel is creating a vibrational frequency that carry with a signal into the quantum field. This signal does not disappear or fade into nothingness. It has an impact. It influences the energy around you, shaping your perceptions of reality and drawing certain experience, people, and events into your life. At the most fundamental level, the thought you think are forms of energy that has their own frequency. Those thoughts create mental patterns, wave of electrical activity in your brain that generate specific energetic signature. When you have a thought, you are essentially broadcasting a signal, whether the thought is positive or negative, whether it's hopeful or fearful. The frequency it carries is emitted into the quantum field, interacting with the broader universe. This process happens continuously, whether you are aware of it or not. Emotions work in much the same way. When you feel an emotion, that emotional energy is not a static mental experience. It is a dynamic force that radiates outward. Emotions have a unique frequency signature that mirror the quality of the feeling. For example, emotions like love, gratitude, joy carry high expansive frequency that feel uplifting and expansive. On the other hand, emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness are denser, lower frequency energy that often leave you feeling drained or disconnected. This emotional frequency, just like thoughts, are constantly being emitted into the field, shaping not only your personal experience, but also the environment around you. It is crucial to recognize that these frequencies are not isolated or self-contained. The energy that your thought and emotions interact with the energy of everything around you. Your frequency actually create a ripple effect that influence other people's situations and events in your life. When you are attuned to a high frequency thoughts and emotions, you begin to attract experience that resonate with that frequency. You draw in people who are also vibrating at a similar level, and you begin to experience synchronicity that reflect your elevated state of being. However, when you're consumed by lower frequency emotions, you may find yourself attracting situations that reinforce that feeling of lack, fear, or limitation. This interaction is not a passive process. The quantum field responds to your energy, and it does so in a way that matches the frequency that you are emitting. The universe is a field of infinite potential, and it is constantly responding to the signal it receives. Just as a radio station emits a certain frequency that can be tuned into by a radio, the field around you is constantly listening to the frequency that you're broadcasting. What you send out determines what you attract. Again, what you send out determines what you attract. In return, this is why your inner state, your thought, your belief, and emotions have such a profound effect on your outer world. This concept also helps explain why people often say that light attracts light. When you are in a positive high vibration state, you are emitting a frequency that aligns with positive high vibration experience. Similarly, when you are in low vibration state, you may unintentionally align yourself with negative or limiting experience. The energy you carry doesn't just influence how you perceive the world, it actually shapes the world you experience. Moreover, your thought and emotions are not isolated to your individual experience. They are part of a collective consciousness that bind all of us together. The frequency you emit can ripple through the collective field, impacting others, and in turn, being influenced by the frequency others are emitting. We are all interconnected, and the energy signal we send out affect not only our personal reality, but the broader web of existence. This interconnectedness means that when you elevate your frequency, you contribute to the collective elevations of consciousness, helping shift the entire field of potential towards higher and more harmonious possibilities. The power of your thought and emotions lays in their ability to shape not only your personal reality, but also the collective experience of humanity. When you become aware of your frequency, you begin to realize that you have the ability to change not just your life, but the world around you. It is in this awareness that you tap into the vast untapped potential, possibility of your own consciousness. You are no longer a passive observer of life, but an active participation in creations of your reality. By becoming intentional with your thought, emotions, and belief, you begin to consciously emit frequency that align with the outcome that you desire. So you can transform your life. The world you live in is in coherence, in the state where your mind and your heart in perfect alignment, where your thought, emotions, and energy flow together in harmony. It is the key to unlocking the full potential of your consciousness, which enable you resonate with the higher and greater universe frequency that surround you. When your heart and your brain are in coherence, you're no longer fragmented or disconnected. Instead, you become an integrated, whole, fully aligned with the flow of life. In this state, you are in tune with the universal symphony of existing, harmonizing your own vibrational frequency with the greater cosmic rhythm. The human body, with its electromagnetic field, is designed to be a conduit for higher frequency. When your mind and your heart are in coherence, your brainwave and your heart wave form a synchronized, producing a powerful electrical energetic signal that extends beyond your physical form. This coherence creates a state of optimal well-being, where you feel balanced, grounded, and connected to something greater than yourself. This energetic alignment opens the door to the possible, to the quantum field where infinite possibility exists, waiting to be brought into your experience. The brain is the center of the thought and logic, the place where ideas are formed and actions are initiated. It is constantly sending electrical signal that influence the way you perceive and interact with the world. However, the heart is not just a physical organ pumping blood throughout your body. It is also an electromagnetic powerhouse, radiating a field that is 1,000 times stronger than the brain. When the heart and the mind are in conflict, when your thoughts are at odds with your feeling, there is a disconnection in your energy. This disconnection creates a weak or chaotic frequency, which can manifest as stress, confusion, and emotional imbalance. In contrast, when your heart and brain are in coherence, the energy flows smoothly. Your thought and emotions align with a singular intention, producing a clean, harmonious frequency that vibrates outward. This coherence is not only felt within your own being, it radiates outward into the world, as if you have tuned your instrument to the high note, and the universe responds by matching your frequency with the greater cosmic melody. In this coherent state, you become a participant in the universal symphony, a vast interconnected web of energy where every being, every event, and every occurrence is part of a greater harmonic expression. Just as an orchestra requires all of its instruments to be in tune in order to create beautiful music, the universe requires each of us to align our individual frequency with the greater whole. When you are in coherence, we are no longer separated from the rest of the universe, but instead playing our unique role in the universe, in this grand orchestration of life. This alignment with the universal symphony brings a deep sense of peace and connection. You begin to realize that you're not an isolated individual trying to navigate it through this chaotic world, but rather you are an integral part of an infinite, ever-evolving pattern. When your thought, emotions, and energy are in harmony, are in align, you effortlessly flow with the rhythm of life. Instead of feeling like you are forcing outcome, working hard, struggling against the circumstances, you find that opportunities, people, experiences seems to flow towards you with ease. This state of coherence allows you to tap into the field of infinite possibilities, where your intention and desire can materialize them easily. Coherence also brings clarity. When your heart and your mind are aligned, your inner guidance system becomes stronger and clear. You begin to receive signal, inspirations, and ideas that feel aligned with your higher purpose. These intuitive nudges are not random. They are the subtle movement of the universe symphony guiding you into the right direction. Your ability to receive and trust this inner signal increase as your frequency rise up, helping you navigate life with greater confidence and purpose. The power of coherence extend beyond your physical form, personal transformation. As you align with the universal symphony, you become a powerful force of positive influence into the world around you. Your current energy positively affect others, lifting their vibration and helping them align with their own higher potential. These create a ripple effect, like a single note played in a perfect harmony that resonates through the entire orchestra, influencing all the instruments, elevating the overall sound. When you're in a state of coherence, you're not just experiencing life passively, but you are an active participant in the unfolding of the universe. Your vibration is a reflection of the larger cosmic play. And when you align with this flow, you become part of something much greater than yourself. This connection with the universe symphony allows you to transcend your limitation, experience deeper fulfilling, and live with a sense of deeper purpose and oneness. The world is no longer chaotic, disconnected. It becomes a beautiful, harmonious expression of the infinite potential. You are no longer just playing alone. You're playing your unique role in this universe, connected with the universe. The idea that tuning yourself can change the external world is profound and empowering. That shift the way you perceive your role in this universe. Many of us, we were taught that the external world, our circumstances, our environment, and the people around us detect who we are and what is possible for us. We tend to believe that we must adapt to the world and its condition in order to be successful. But when you truly understand the world is a reflection of your internal state, everything changes. Your reality is not fixed or determined by the external circumstances. It is shaped by the frequency you emit from inside. When you tune your inner being, your thought, your emotions, and energy, you begin to see the world around you shift and transform. The process of tuning yourself begins with recognizing that you are an energetic being living in an energetic universe. Everything in existence is a vibrational, and your thought, feeling, and belief are no exception. Your mind and your body are like a musical instrument, constantly sending out wave of energy that interact with the universe quantum field, just as a musical instrument must tune in to produce the desired outcome. You must keep tuning your inner being to align with the frequency that you wish to experience in the external world. When you are attuned to a higher, more harmonious frequency, you begin to resonate with a different level of reality. The people you meet, opportunities that arise to you, and the experience you encounter all reflect the frequency that you're emitting. This is the fundamental law of attractions at work. The universe is constantly responding to your vibrational energy. If you are vibrating at a frequency of lack and limitation of fear, the universe will respond back to you. Those same frequency. You may encounter situations that reinforce those feelings of scarcity, powerlessness, and you may find that your circumstances seems to remain unchanged no matter how hard you try. However, when you shift your internal frequency, when you tune yourself to a vibrations of abundance, love, gratitude, possibility, the universe begin to reflect those frequencies back to you. You begin to attract and experience people, opportunities that are in alignment with your elevated state of being. Tuning yourself is not about manipulating or controlling the world outside you. It is about recognizing that you are the source of your reality that you are living in. When you make an intentional choice to elevate your inner state by focusing on positive thought, cultivating gratitude, and raising your emotional vibration, you send out a signal into the quantum field that reshape your external reality. Just as a radio station tune into a specific frequency and broadcast as a signal that you are tuning into. The frequency of your desire and sending that signal out to the universe And just as the radio station attract listeners who are tuned to the same frequency, the universe always responds by bringing into your experience the people, event, and circumstances that match your energetic signal. This process is not immediate or mechanical. It requires patience, consistency, and a deep understanding that change begins from within. Again, it requires patience, consistency. It is not about forcing the external world to conform to your desire. It is about shifting your internal state so that you are in resonance with the life that you wish to experience. As you raise your frequency, you align yourself with a higher order of reality. One way possibilities are endless, and the world reflects your elevated state of consciousness. It is like tuning an instrument and gradually hearing the pitch more clearer and more resonant as the string come into perfect harmony. So we have to keep tuning ourselves to align with this higher frequency of the universe. Tuning yourself also involves letting go of the old pattern and belief that no longer serve you. Most of us carry limiting belief about our self-worth, our potential, and the world around us. These beliefs are like static or disharmony on the frequency we are emitting, preventing us from aligning from the life that we want. By releasing these outdated beliefs and replace them with thought and emotions that support your highest version of yourself, you begin to clear the interference and allow your true frequency to shine through. This is the process of tuning your internal state to match your desire. The more you practice tuning yourself to the higher frequency, the more you will notice the world around you shift. It is as if you have tuned into a new station, ones that play a song of abundance, health, love, and success. This is not mere coincidence or luck. It is the direct result of the energy that you are emitting when you are in a state of resonance with your desire. The universe will begin to conspire into your favor, bringing you everything you need to fulfill your purpose and live your truth. This shift is transformative because it empowers you to realize that you are the creator of your reality. No longer you are a passive observer subject to the whim of external circumstances. Instead, you are an active participation in the creations of your life, tuning yourself to the frequency of your dream, allowing the universe to bring them into being. The external world is not separate from you. It is a reflection of your inner state. As you change your vibration, you change the world around you, transforming your life from inside out. When you combine intention with your heart coherence and action, you create a powerful signal that sends ripple through the quantum field, influencing the world around you in ways that you can transform your reality. The quantum field, which is the source of all creation, is highly responsive to the energy you emit. This energy is not only created by your thought, but also by the emotion you attach to those thoughts. In fact, your emotions are the driving force that amplify the signal you send out. Your intention, the energy it takes to take form in the physical world. By aligning your thought with an elevated emotion, you are essentially becoming a magnet of the experience and circumstances that resonate with that energetically frequency. Intention is the conscious directions of your thought towards a particular outcome you desire. It is the act of focusing your mind on something you wish to create and manifest or experience in your life. Intention acts as the mental blueprint or the seed from which your reality really want to grow. It is a form of mental energy that directs the flow of your attentions, guiding your mind towards what you want to create. Without intention, your energy would be scattered. You would not be able to direct the quantum field towards a specific goal or outcome. However, intention alone is not enough to bring about lasting change. It must be coupled with elevated emotion. Emotion is the energy that power your thought and give them substance. Emotions are the force that fuel your intention, amplify the signal you send into the quantum field. Every emotion carries its own vibrational frequency. And when you align your thought with elevated emotion, such as love, gratitude, joy, and excitement, you raise the energetic quality of the signal you send out. These elevated emotions are high frequency state that are not only feel good, but also align you with the higher potential in the quantum field. When you feel a positive elevated emotion, your energy vibrate at a higher rate, and this higher vibration attract experience that match your frequency. The combinations of intentions and elevated emotion is incredibly powerful because it aligns your mental and emotional state with the energy of creation itself. When your thoughts are filled with clarity of purpose and your emotions are charged with passion, love, or excitement, you create a coherence, powerful signal that sends a message into the quantum field about the reality you wish to experience. Let me repeat that again. The combinations of intention and elevated emotions is incredibly powerful because it aligns your mental and emotional state with the energy of creation itself. When your thoughts are filled with clarity and purpose, and your emotions are charged with passion, love, or excitement, or gratitude, you create a coherence, powerful signal that sends a message to the quantum field about the reality you wish to experience. This signal is not just a passive request for change. It is an energetic force that commands the universe to respond.